Hi everyone and welcome back to Chess for Charity. In this video, I'm going to go over an amazing puzzle where it's white to play and win. Right now black has two passed pawns right here and white has two knights and a pawn. So the goal is to see if you can find the winning strategy for white. If you'd like to pause the video, feel free to try to solve it yourself. If not, I'm going to go ahead and share the solution right now. So right now black is threatening to just push these pawns, particularly the A pawn, because this knight is covering B2. So what's stopping me from going A2, A1, get a queen, and start attacking the white king? So not much is stopping me from doing that right now. And you might wonder, is there a way I can maybe use this knight to defend this promotion? Sure, you can. I can defend this one, but then this guy goes. And you can't stop both of them with that one knight. So instead of thinking defensively, you're going to have to think more offensively. So let's look at the structure here. I see this knight and this pawn coordinating. And you might wonder, I see this pawn here, it looks pretty close to promoting. And my first thought when I saw this puzzle was, what if I play king f7? I'm threatening to push the pawn with check, and then if the king goes here, I'm going to win. Because, just for example, if they went back to h8, this is a normal checkmate sequence. You've probably seen it. And this is going to be mate, right? So I saw that variation when I was calculating, and I thought, okay. But of course, they don't have to go that way. Instead, after b2, if you push, they go king h6. And I looked at this line and thought, okay, I can promote. But they promote first. And in this line, I promote to a queen. I end up getting checked right on b3, and I lose my queen, and this pawn is too dangerous. So I kind of thought maybe I promote to a knight, anything crazy I can do there. And no, these knights are disconnected. This guy's under attack, and if I move here, I'm attacking this one soon after I go another step. So what does that mean? That means that this initial move of king to g7, king f7, that's not correct. So I thought, okay, I like this idea of pushing the pawn. And there are a few ways to support it. King f7 is one of those ways. I can also move the knight to either e5 or f4, and this knight can also be moved to f4. Okay, so let's look at those options. So I thought, what about knight e5? Same idea. I want to push this pawn. Well, I kept getting hit with this line of b2, and after I push, they go king h6 again. You don't want to go in the corner or else you're going to get mated. And then I push the pawn, but they promote first. In all these lines, they're promoting first. And although I promote, if I promote to a queen, they're just going to win my queen. Well, not win it. It's going to be an exchange. And then this pawn is going to run home for a queen. So I was like, I don't see what the solution is. And if I promote to a knight to keep the checks alive, that doesn't do anything. Because I just go here, and now I'm threatening to go here, take this knight. I'm threatening to push this if I'm black, maybe check. Right now I'm threatening this check, winning the knight here. Lots of stuff happening. Okay, so what am I saying? I'm saying that this knight to e5 does not work. Okay, what about this knight to f4? Does that work? It's the same idea, right? I want to push this pawn through. Well, no, it doesn't. The same exact line is the refutation. b2, and after push, king h6, and then g7, you promote to a queen. Great. I can promote to a queen as well, but just like before, queen b8, and this is going to be an exchange like this, and black cannot be caught. Okay. And again, just to be comprehensive, if I promote to a knight, what do? King g5. And the computer is saying this is -7. So you can have fun with this position if you would like, but I'm going to stop here with the variation because I think this is sufficient to show that it's not going to be a win for white. Because this guy is going through. In worst case, you can sacrifice one queen for two knights and you'll still win. Okay, so what am I saying now? So let's look at the actual variation that wins, which is this knight, instead of going to e5, it's knight on d to f4. How is this different? Well, here's the beauty of it. After the same line B2, I'm supporting this push just like I was the other time. But now, after the king goes to H6, I have a little net here. So we'll highlight this in just a moment. After I play G7 and they queen, if I go and make a queen, I'm met with the same line. I'm met with this check here. It doesn't work. Check, and then like I said before, exchange, and this pawn will run. So that's not what I want. Instead, if I make a knight, let's look at where the king can go. So right now, this square is blocked off from the knight on F4. This square is blocked off. This knight here is blocking off G5. Of course, the knight giving check counts. And this king is blocking off G7, which means this king can only go to H7. And if you're really good at this, you can see this is actually a forced mate in 3 moves. That's kind of hard to see because there's so many knights around here. Let me just show that checkmate. So the first move in this is knight G5 check, and the king is forced to H8. And you might think, oh, I just go checkmate here. Nope, be careful here. This queen is covering. Instead, knight F7 check, forcing the king right back, and then this super nice aesthetic move, knight F6. Look at these knights. That is checkmate. These knights are covering all these squares. Look at that. And this knight is the MVP covering G6. So that's it. That's the video. That's the position. 3 knights in this position is better than a queen and a pawn. Crazy, right? It's very tough to find that variation, but hopefully you gave it a try. If you'd like to mess with more variations, I posted it in the description, so feel free to play around with it. I did not cover every single line, but hopefully it was enough. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to like and subscribe. Half my income goes directly to charity, so every subscriber really helps. Thanks so much. Bye.